Hello YouTube viewers, today we will unbox the Nubia Z9. Let's see what's inside the box. This one is the golden version of the Nubia Z9. And here is the paperwork and a SIM card pin. This one is the charger and a red micro USB cable. Nubia Z9 also equipped as a headphone with different First, let's talk about the design first. The Nubia Z9 adopts a rectangular slip shape. It's made of high-end materials, sporting a metal frame sandwiched by a glass front and back. This characteristic, along with the sharper edges, made for the smartphones a very solid one, and it truly feels very solid in our hands. It also helps that is the angular design and unique edges provide a good grip on the device. The phone is 9mm thick and weighs in 200 grams. Among them is a large battery. Not to mention the thickness and weight gives the Nubia Z9 a very solid feeling. You will be reminded that this is a very high quality device every moment you pull out of your pocket. In terms of ports, buttons and connectivities, the Nubia Z9 comes with a pretty standard set. You can find a 3.5mm head jack on the top, as well as the microphone and the IR blaster. On the right side, there is a metal power button accompanied with the volume keys. And also there is a very dedicated camera launch button which offers great feedback and solid quality. On the bottom of the Nubia Z9, we can find a micro USB port, and one of them is the speaker. The other one is the microphone. Finally, the left side of the phone houses nothing but a dual SIM card slot. The design adds some constructs by including a red ring button around the camera and as well as the home button in the front. There are also a couple glowing red buttons right next to the button, and you can set them in the setting as you like. Next, we will talk about the display. The main attraction of the Nubia Z9 is easily its display. It sports a 5.2-inch 1080p display. The Nubia Z9 makes up the aside from offering a quality panel, Nubia managed to make the Z9 screen stand out by adding a very curve along the edges. The design gives the impression that you are simply holding a bezel-less phone, but you certainly can feel the edges if you look closer in the device. Performance will be slightly different in different versions. Today we are testing the Elite version, which comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. The Nubia Z9 equips a Snapdragon A10 processor, and it's very smooth when we switch the pages. The 4 GB version is runs a little bit better and features superior multitask. And it also comes with a HiFi audio and Dolby 7.0 surround sound. You will really notice the difference. when listening to music with a good pair of headphones. The speaker is loud enough to hear even in a relative noisy environment, and the sound is very great. The Nubia Z9 runs on Lollipop, which is the Android 5.0, and Nubia's UI is completely different and doesn't go into line with the Google material design. Instead, you can get a much colorful interface filled with transparency. The Nubia Z9 does have a bunch of very neat software tricks, which is very interesting. Like this, you can double tap the screen to wake up the devices, and it's very easy for you to sweep 3 fingers and create a screenshot. Common function of the software optimization found in the Nubia Z9, but things can be more interesting if you start playing with the Nubia's FIT, which is Frame Interactive Technology. You can open the camera by putting 4 fingers on the screen edges, and it will launch the camera. The Nubia Z9 has a 16 megapixel of rear camera and also a 8 megapixel front-facing camera, and the device offer a bunches of features, which including time-lapse, multi-exposure, slow shutter, HDR and panorama, and a full menu control, where you can adjust your shutter speed, ISO, white balance, and aperture. The picture image quality of Nubia Z9 is surprisingly good, with great color reproduction, dynamic range, and very vivid colors. Also, the 16 megapixel rear camera is very good for 4K video, and the OIS, which is the frame stabilization, helps very much in the stabilization of the footage and makes the video very smooth. The Nubia Z9 has a 3000 mAh, and the battery life of the Nubia Z9 is very impressive, even with the several hours of taking pictures or watching videos. The phone was still able to go a full day without charging. Screen on time can go between 4 hours and 4.5 hours, and you will be able to extend these numbers much more faster with casual and light use. And finally, let's draw a conclusion about this Nubia Z9. The Nubia Z9 is quite a competitive device in the markets today, which is also a high-end device. The Nubia Z9 makes an impression of its bezel-less screen and many interesting software features and gesture controls. Overall, I believe that this is a device which will certainly some users will enjoy it very much. The Elite version today we tested comes with 4 GB of RAM plus 16 4 GB of internal storage, and it's only slightly over $200 in our website today, and we will put the link down below and you can go check for it. Thank you for watching today's review. I will see you next time.